Remember the important stuff.
Yeah, like I'll remember, specific works done in movies, terrible with names.
Right.
You could tell me that any white guy on the street was Ben Affleck, and I believe you.
I mean, he does look like a lot of white guys.
Don't know what he looks like confidently. John Krasinski, same thing. Have no idea what he looks like.
I used to love Halloween, but I haven't really done much celebrating it lately. I'm trying to get back into my spooky side.
I'm not really a Halloween person.
No. You don't say. I don't believe you.
It's the Wednesday Addams dress for me. I feel like I'm on Family Feud, but gay bar edition.
Family Feud was hosted by me, Ben Affleck.
This is Ben Affleck?
Yes.
No, that's John Krasinski.
Yeah. Daddy?
Yeah. I'm Daddy Krasinski, yes. I knew this.
Should be your new Instagram handle.
Daddy Krasinski. Daddy Jim.
Cause it's the industry special. I got a special for you. Any dude to get drunk.
Whenever you're ready.
Cool. Well, my name's Alyssa. I work at Chemistry Nightclub, and today we're going to make a white tea shot. It's a super simple shot, much like a green tea. You're going to take, if you're making two, you're going to take a full 1.5 ounces of peach schnapps, full 1.5 ounces of Tito's, a little bit of sour mix. Shake that shit. And then I'm actually gonna make it for us as a drink. So fill up 2 rocks glasses with ice. Strain it over. Top with a little bit of Sprite. That's all there is to it. Shit.
What?
Multiple straws came out. And so.
Oh, yeah. Throw some more in there.
Throw some more. This is the last straw.
I only drink cocktails if there's a minimum 3 straws in it.
Absolutely.
So,
no, if that's,
you get more out.
Hey, if that's the worst thing I do today during an interview, I'm not mad about it. But yeah.
We're here for real people, real things.
Cheers.
Don't worry about it. Cheers. That is delicious.
Yep.
So this is a variation on a green tea?
Absolutely. So instead of the Jameson, use vodka. Most people that I come across, they do prefer Tito's just because it is a smoother vodka versus, the rubbing alcohol you're going to get on the well.
Hell yeah.
So.
Definitely, I don't usually drink tea, but when you put alcohol in it and make it taste delicious, I'm all about it. So.
You got to get your antioxidants somehow.
Exactly. Are you a doctor as well?
I'm a therapist. I'm a babysitter. It all comes with being a bartender.
For sure.
And sometimes I corral as well.
Yeah. You get some dogs. Like
Yeah, a little bit of a bouncer here and there.
Around,
security. Yeah. MMA fighter. I mean, it just really depends on the night.
Hell yeah. Well, cool. You wanna grab a seat?
Absolutely.
Have a little conversation?
Absolutely. I'm ready to get out of this little tether.
I used to love Halloween, but I haven't really done much celebrating it lately. I'm trying to get back into my spooky side.
I'm not really a Halloween person.
No. You don't say. I don't believe you.
It's the Wednesday Addams dress for me.
Hello, and welcome to the Industry Special, the show where we talk to the people that only talk to you because they have to. My name's Rob Rinaldi. I am here with Alyssa. How you doing, Alyssa?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. We are here at Chemistry Nightclub in Greensboro, North Carolina. Alyssa is one of the bartenders here. How long have you worked here, Alyssa?
I've worked here for about 4.5 years. It'll be 5 years next May.
Okay. It's a pretty good chunk of time.
Yeah, I managed to work my way up to manager in that time, so
Hell yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Hell yeah. Climbing that ladder.
Yeah.
How do you like it here? Like, compared, you've been in the industry a while. Like,
I have.
Compared to other jobs, where does it fall for you?
It's my home. I mean, I've had people observe in a way me at Boo Radley's, at Fat Dogs, Mad Hatter, any of the other places I've worked, and they've all told me that, you seem the most comfortable here. And it's just because I've been coming here as a patron since I was 17 years old with my fake ID. So that's 9 years of just making this my safe haven.
Producers, check the statute of limitations on underage drinking.
My boss knows. He doesn't care.
Allegedly.
We're going to blow your whole face
Oh,
out
we have soda. That's definitely what I was drinking.
Yeah, root beer.
Yeah. I mean, I have to say that there are new and exciting ways that underage people have been drinking it. I'm like, you know what? I remember back in my day, it was just a bottle of Barefoot Red Moscato before you went anywhere.
Yeah.
And you were good for the
pregame
night.
is vital.
Yeah.
And what I did was I would just use one of my older brother's IDs and worked pretty much every time.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Statute of limitations, I'm pretty sure we're good.
So I have to ask, this is known in Greensboro as one of the only LGBTQ nightclubs.
Mm-hmm.
But you were telling me earlier that you don't, officially call yourselves that? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, we are an LGBT bar, but we are also all-inclusive. We want everyone to feel welcome here, regardless of sexuality, race, gender, anything like that. There is another nightclub, Twist Lounge we don't really see them as a competitor because they are a lounge, we are a nightclub. It's a completely different vibe. So we want everyone to have a place to go where they feel comfortable. If you want to come, have a party, dance, make new friends, whatever, you come here. If you want to make new friends in a more relaxed setting, you get a Twist. It's really, we all like each other.
They're also pretty far away from here too.
Well, it's not only that, but we are 18 and up. So
did not know that.
Yep, we are 18 and up, and on Fridays and Saturdays for the 8 o'clock show, we are all ages. We actually have families that bring in their kids pretty regularly.
That's awesome.
As long as you are 18 and up at 10 o'clock, you don't have to go anywhere, but we do ask if you're 7 by 10 o'clock you leave so we don't overserve you.
Right, yeah. Don't want to get too much apple juice.
Absolutely not.
To the kiddos.
I found a toddler's shoe in the parking lot and had some questions, so.
Hopefully they found it.
Just really hope they got an Uber.
Yeah. Those toddlers just the worst customers,
Terrible twos, man, I'm telling you.
They don't tip. They're always just whining about stuff.
There's something about bachelorette parties and toddlers that they have in common is that one person's going to piss themselves. So.
And they all need sippy cups.
It's really just any cup with a lid, yeah.
A lot of spillage.
Yeah, you got to repeat things a few times, and one of their friends has to translate for them.
Right.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit. So you work at Boo Radley's.
I do.
And I know Boo Radley's very well.
Yeah.
Classic dive bar, for those of you watching that don't know. Very different vibe from here.
Completely different vibe.
I would assume. Do you have a scene you like better? Like you said, this is your home, so that's obviously there.
This is my home, but sometimes at Boo's, here I try to remain more on the professional side. It's because I also work at Fat Dogs, which is more of a restaurant / bar. So you have to be kind of more like, hello, yes, how are you?
Yeah.
Here it's more, hey sweetie, what the fuck are you drinking? At Boo's, it's, what do you want?
It's a
what
tier
is it
system
today?
of how much
it's more.
You have to pretend or put on that service industry voice.
Well, the Booze regulars are more consistent than the Chemistry regulars. Sometimes we'll have regulars who switch it up on us every couple of days. Booze is, I look at you, I know you're going to have about 6 Bud Lights, we'll call it a day.
Right.
I don't really have to, I look at you, if I'm sitting down behind the bar, we make eye contact, I'll grab you a beer. Here it's like, you can go from taking a white tea shot or, having a slut juice, Princess Peach, whatever have you, to going completely different and asking for things we don't have, because if you did not know, this is a dive bar in disguise.
Can I back up a little bit?
Yeah.
Was Slut Juice Princess Peach all one name for a drink?
No,
Are those two different
Slut
drinks?
Juice and Princess Peach are two completely different things.
What are those?
Princess Peach is half raspberry vodka, half peach vodka with pink lemonade on top.
Okay.
And a Slut Juice is whatever 2 bottles of Malibu I pick up first, and I'm going to mix it with a bunch of juice, and you're going to black out and become a slut.
That's like party juice.
Absolutely.
Basically. Okay.
Yeah.
I've
Jungle
had that.
juice, Hunch
I've had that
Punch.
before.
Yeah, whatever have you. But
Yeah.
it's really, we are a dive bar playing dress up because, we don't have oranges, we don't have cherries, we don't have bitters. There's not even a martini glass back there.
There's no fruit tray here at all?
There's limes.
Just limes?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we like to keep it that way because we used to have a bunch of
Sounds
fruit.
really nice.
Yeah, we used to have a bunch of fruit, but unfortunately, when people see a garnish tray, if you're drunk enough, it turns into snacks.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've seen that.
It's,
you gotta slap people's hands away.
It's more like spray them with the soda gun, Coyote Ugly style, just what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
Who raised you?
Right.
How'd you get in here? Where are your shoes?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Can someone please come get this guy?
like, Terrence, you've had 7 Budweisers. I've seen you piss yourself on the dance floor twice now. It's time for a cab. Terrence, if you're watching this, we miss you. I hope you're okay.
We love you, Terrence.
We love you, Terrence.
I don't know Terrence. But
He's a good guy.
Get yourself a slut juice.
Yeah, he drinks Budweiser.
So at Booze, I feel like, at least from what I've seen being there, I feel like you probably get more service industry people going there compared to here.
What people don't realize about the gays of Greensboro is we run real estate.
Real safe.
Real estate.
Real estate?
Mm-hmm.
What is,
Any apartment complex manager is going to come here. If you notice, every single property manager for an apartment complex, most realtors,
Really?
yeah, they're going to come here.
Huh.
So we get realtors, we get some service industry people. I mean, it's a pretty predictable crowd. And then, we get new people who've just moved to the city. We get a lot of people who they're on a business trip. The first thing that they do, if they come from let me back up. Greensboro is a little bit more inclusive than a lot of other cities because we are a college town. There's 7 colleges in Greensboro.
Right.
Some of them being liberal arts. So, the gay population of Greensboro is insane, which is good. We don't need gay bars in Greensboro because everyone's accepted everywhere.
That was going to be one of my questions for you because I always thought it was weird that this was the only gay club in town.
Sure.
But going out to other places, I think you're absolutely correct. Like, you see everyone everywhere.
Yes.
I mean, there are some places a few places people just don't go.
Sure.
Because you're going to run into some unsavory characters, probably.
Yeah.
But everywhere I go, like, no one gives a shit who you are or what your situation is. You know
exactly.
what I mean? So, and I always thought that was really cool.
So, but if you're on a business trip, you're from, I don't know, Alabama.
Yeah,
and
if you don't know Greensboro.
Exactly. And maybe your hometown isn't as inclusive. The first thing you're going to do is Google local gay bar. You're going to come here to where you feel safe.
Yeah.
And that's all I want for everyone is to feel safe. Or you get those freshly 18-year-olds who've just come out to their family. They're in college. They want to come here and have a place that they can call their home for the time that they're here. That's all I want is just...
And that's a fucking beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's really important, especially for people at that age.
For sure.
Where that's got to be a really hard age to be going through. I don't know. I feel like I don't want to sound like a fucking ignorant.
No, you're not ignorant. No. You're not ignorant.
But I know it's not an easy thing to go through at that. Growing up, going through puberty is hard enough as it is.
And then tell your parents, hey, that thing that you've conditioned me to do for the last 18 years, well, I don't want to do it.
And sometimes your parents are assholes.
And that's why we're here.
Yeah. So thank God. Thank God you guys are here. I'm going to choose you to that.
I've raised a lot of kids.
Do you have any particularly crazy stories that stand out that you might want to tell, or anything funny, or like crazy worst customers, or favorite customers? Doesn't have to be something bad, but
I mean, I think it would just all boil down to 2018 Pride. It was my first year working here. It was my manager, Justin. He was still bartending at the time behind the bar with me. We had no bar back. The club was absolutely packed. We have a big barrel trash can that holds all of our glass back there that we toss bottles into all night.
Okay.
It was overflowing. We were getting glass in our hands. I mean, we are just going. Pride is our busiest time.
I can imagine.
Except for Halloween. That's gay Christmas. But so we just hear in the background, and we look up, and there's confetti going through the air because a drag queen, Giselle Cassidy Carter, had used 2 confetti cannons during her number. We had no bar back to sweep it up. At the end of the night, we were on our hands and knees with palette knives getting confetti that was stomped into the hardwood off the ground because this was Pride Saturday. We still had Sunday because we were doing the day party.
Right.
And eventually I looked at my boss. I said, there's throw up in the urinal. There's shit on the wall. There's confetti everywhere. It's 6:45 in the morning. I'm going home.
Yeah.
And we just took a good couple hours to recuperate.
Yeah.
and then come back the next day and start it all again.
God, I can't imagine how long that probably took to get that off.
It was a lot, and we
Yeah.
were still finding it in the ceiling, because cobwebs galore at the moment. But we usually try to blow out the ceiling as much as possible. We're still finding confetti.
Like on top of the light fixtures.
Yeah, and in the rafters and stuff it's.
That's funny as hell.
If you want to make an impression, you get a confetti cannon immediately.
Well, maybe hire a cleanup crew though. That's just look out for the people that are serving your drinks.
Drag queen mentality.
I'm not a drag queen, but not yet.
We do have a few bearded queens in our staff.
Yeah,
We could definitely paint you up.
I could get painted up. I mean, we don't see how I feel about it.
Yeah.
I don't know what my name would be, but
I actually do drag myself.
do you?
Yeah, I'm a bio queen, so I am a woman who still looks like a woman in drag. My name is Cher Noble.
Cher Noble?
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yep. Best one I've heard, though, is Bethamphetamine. So,
That's pretty great. I'd have to do some thinking to come up with a good one.
absolutely. It could be Joanna Dirt. You could wear some Daisy Dukes.
Get the mullet.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
shit,
like
yeah.
a Leonard Skinner tank top.
Yeah,
It'd be
yeah,
great.
yeah. Bunch of fireworks.
Bunch of fireworks. Confetti cannons,
Sparklers,
too. You
confetti
really want to
cannons.
make your mark.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, this time next year we're gonna do a follow-up interview, and I'm gonna be in drag.
I'm going to hold you to that.
I hope you do. So you work at 3 different bars.
Mm-hmm.
You've worked at a bunch you said you've been in the industry, 10 years?
Actually, since I was 12, working my dad's restaurants, but,
Okay, so a while.
Yeah.
But that's not all you do. You were telling me earlier that you do makeup, like professional effects and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you get into that?
Well, I got into it when I was working at Woods of Terror. I was on the makeup team, and then I took it outside of the haunt season and just tried to really get my art going, try to perfect it, tweak it, look at some of the other practical effects people on like Instagram and stuff like that, kind of like pull inspiration, while still crediting, of course, but, try to get new techniques under my belt that maybe some of my coworkers at the Woods hadn't mastered or just didn't know. So,
Do you have a specialty or one, like a certain kind of monster that you like to do, or an effect that is like more fun than others?
yeah, a lot of people like to go for latex, but I go for a 2-part silicone modeling compound, and it's like part A, part B, mix it together, put it on, because when it comes to latex, once you rip it off, you're pretty much done with that piece. When it comes to this silicone, you put it on, you paint it, whatever, you can peel it off and reuse it a good couple times, more like a prosthetic.
Okay. Lasts longer.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
But I would like to eventually do Tom Savini's Makeup Academy up in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
He did all of the practical effects for the George Romero movies.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah.
So is he like king of the effects world?
Tom Savini
probably?
is king,
It's
100%.
like him and who's the guy that does all the crazy Cronenberg? Do you know Cronenberg?
Maybe.
He did The Fly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and a bunch of other
He's up there.
like body horror movies and stuff like that.
See, I am shit with names, much like if I didn't remember your name, but I had served you a drink. When you walked in, I'm like, oh, yeah, there's, liquid marijuana guy who's going to tip me 10%. Hey, what's up?
Yeah. You remember the important stuff.
Yeah, like I'll remember, specific works done in movies, terrible with names.
Right.
You could tell me that any white guy on the street was Ben Affleck, and I believe you.
I mean,
Just
he does
don't-
look like a lot of white guys.
Don't know what he looks like
together.
confidently. John Krasinski, same thing. Have no idea what he looks like.
I mean, he's ripped now. Did you ever watch The Office?
Not really.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Just seeing his transformation of going from Jim to now Daddy. What do the people call him? Daddy Jim or whatever. Like he's fucking fully ripped, doing action movies. It was just wild to watch.
I just kind of feel like The Office is like foreplay for white people, and I never wanted to put myself in that little Venn diagram of things that white people do, like clapping on planes, or saying
Yeah.
"Glad we got here when we got here." When the restaurant starts to fill up, there's just certain
living
things
the
I won't.
dream. Whose dream is it?
Well, living
Yeah.
the dream is what white guys say when they want to kill themselves. So if I ask someone how they're doing, they say living the dream. I'm calling someone.
Who told you our secret? You're not supposed to know that. That's
Had plenty of experience, being immersed around you all. So
yeah. We are everywhere.
it's like a case study at this point.
Well, let me know what you come up with.
I've come up with y'all are either really scary or really cool, and it boils down to what shoes you're wearing.
Okay. What shoes is crazy? What shoes is cool?
I'd have to say clown shoes would be pretty crazy. But Doc Martens are always on the cool side unless they have red laces, in which case you're on the scary side. Because that means you're a Nazi.
Heard.
Yeah.
Heard. I'm learning so much today.
I don't know if this is voluntary information for you or not. I'm so sorry.
Well, at any rate, I'm thinking about Nazis. I'm thinking about The Fly. I have so much on my mind right now. You think it's about time for the lightning round
Okay.
portion of our show, where I'm just going to fire off a handful of questions, just first thing that comes to mind.
Cool.
Let me pull them up really quickly.
I feel like I'm on Family Feud, but gay bar edition.
Family Feud, but it's hosted by me, Ben Affleck.
This is Ben Affleck?
Yes.
No, that's John Krasinski.
Yeah.
Daddy?
I'm Daddy Krasinski, yes. I knew this.
Should be your new Instagram handle.
Daddy Krasinski. Daddy Jim. All right, so since you work at a lot of different places, the first few questions are going to be chemistry versus Boo Radley's.
Okay.
So 60 seconds on the clock. Can we get a clock? Lower thirds.
Clock.
All right. Where do you see more fights, chemistry or booze?
Chemistry.
Really?
Yep.
That's surprising.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think more drugs get done?
Is there a both option?
There's a both option.
There is
You
a
can say
both. That's both.
Both or neither. Or,
Both.
And if you have stories here, you can bring some up too.
Not legally.
Where do you make more money?
Chemistry.
Chemistry. Where do you play better music?
Chemistry.
Chemistry.
Yeah.
Where do you see more crying people?
Booze.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you see more naked people if you see
Chemistry.
Any? Chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Moving on from that section, I have two more questions.
Sure.
To close it out. What's your favorite curse word?
Shit dick.
Shit dick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a first for industry special.
You haven't spent much time in a gay bar.
No, I haven't. Maybe that'll change though. What's your second favorite curse word?
My second favorite curse word, probably twat.
Twat.
Yeah, it's such a slap in the face.
I do love that word too.
Yeah.
And that's another brand new one for. Oh, you were actually clocking it. That's almost everybody so far. We've done 5 interviews, and almost everybody has either just said shit or fuck.
I mean, I don't really consider fuck as a curse word as much as I consider it like punctuation. So.
It's just. Yeah, it's a period. It's a comma.
It's
point,
exclamation point. It's a question mark. It's.
No.
No.
Well, cool. Thanks so much for joining us, Alyssa.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining me in my
is
home.
there anything that you want to promote going on in your life that maybe anything going on that you want people to know about? Besides come to the awesome bars that you work at.
Come to the awesome bars I work at and come to our costume contest where you can win $500 on October 31st at Chemistry Nightclub.
Halloween night.
Be
here.
I'll be behind the bar.
And be queer.
You don't have to be queer,
can
but
I say that?
You should be.
All right.
It's not a choice, Rob.
I'm trying my best here.
Try to be queer.
All right, that's a wrap.
Cool.
Got it.
Wrapped it up.
'Cause it's the industry special.